This is T. Shantae. I'm coming with some Shantae confessions. Okay, you guys. I am a Christian, professing Christian, trying to live like a Christian. So let me tell y'all, and let me tell you the benefits of waiting on sex, whether you wait to marriage, whether you wait. You end up with a husband faster. Let me tell you how I know. Every time I abstained, I got married because the man respected that. They didn't get it until then. And, you know, it didn't guarantee that it worked out because there were some red flags, some anger issues involved. But I still got men who saw the value of marriage. You get what I'm saying? So this has been my struggle recently. You know, my youngest father, I really still love him. And in the past, with my first daughter's dad, I would have been sleeping with him. Slept with him during the pregnancy, after the pregnancy, hoping he would see that we're a family, yada, yada, yada. It wasn't until after I moved on with my life that he noticed, okay? And, we live in fairy tales, but we have to be careful because those fairy tales come crashing down when reality hits, because men live in reality and we often live in our heads, okay? So recently, my youngest dad has been going through some trouble, so, I'm helping him out a bit. And we have a pretty decent friendship. We care about each other. And what I wanted to do was establish some respect. I'm 45. I've had enough sex for a lifetime. And a lot of us are giving men sex and we're still not getting what we want from them. So I decided I'm going to stop. And then I listened to Tony Gaskins and Bishop Blakes and a lot of people on YouTube and just having ministries to help me to stay in a space because I know it works. I was married not too long ago and my husband came home to me. We scheduled date nights. He cleaned my car. He cut the grass. He cleaned up better than I did in the kitchen. But I really didn't love him like that. I'm being honest. I cared about him, but I married him because I wanted to be married again. And when I got married, it seemed like I got a lot of attention from guys, and I wasn't quite respectful. But every time we got in an argument, he threatened divorce. So we weren't built to be forever. But what it did, it put a standard on what I want a man to do. He made me feel special. He came home to me. And when I listened to Tony Gaskins, he said that men can really live without sex. He said men can masturbate. If they really want you, they'll wait. And if they don't wait, because what we do, we give it to them thinking they're going to get it somewhere else. And they still get it somewhere else. Because really what they're looking for is a challenge. Men like to be challenged and they respect you and they actually grow deeper in love with you when you tell them no. Because I'm going to tell you, her dad, we were texting and I was trying to tell him I was hesitant about something. And he was like, I called him and I said, no, I'm going to just talk to you when I see you. And he was like, are you sure you're okay? And he never really done that because most of the time he really just thought about himself. And I was really just pouring my heart out, telling him, all the things my ex-husband did for me. And how you can't go from being somebody's wife to being a booty call because you're used to a man committing to you. So after coming back on the single scene, it took me a minute to get it back together, but I never will forget him. I mean, he took care of the bills, like not all of the bills. I know he wanted to pay all of them, but it really set up a standard for other men to follow. And I just got tired of the BS. And a lot of times you've got to get tired and you're in a battle with yourself because the men will wait, but we're not patient. We're anxious, right? We want immediate gratification. We want them, and we don't see how their affection for us grows and builds. I want a man to respect me. I don't want to be hot in the head and trying to bust out your windows because I know you didn't commit to me. Because a man will tell you, we together or we not. And a lot of y'all don't make men actually verbalize it. And if you don't hear them say it, you're not a couple. And so her dad told me he was in a situation to be in a relationship. And I'm like, well, I ain't in no situation to be having sex. And I told him, I said, I don't want to cause you any unnecessary drama, because when women have sex, they feel insecure. They're thinking about there's no accountability. How can you give somebody your body who has not even decided if you're worth being their only one? And they follow your lead in that regard. It seems like the man has all the power, but we really have all the power, because what this is going to do is make him work harder. And I was telling him what the other guy used to do for me, so he can understand. He came around when I was married, because he didn't know I had got married. Now, we got a child together, so you see how that worked out. But at the same time, he understands and he remembers that. Now, he may or may not be the one, but I do know that I am going to get what I have to get, what I want to get, what I desire. But I've got to do it God's way, y'all. Let me tell you, only when I did it God's way did he bless me. And so this time, I don't just want to be married. I want to marry the love of my life. And so, he says, oh, he's time for a relationship. But really, we really are in a relationship. We're doing life together. But he doesn't see it that way. And so I said, when you get your money up, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find somebody. And of course, they'll probably slap his ego, because he's used to getting what he wants. And I'm just not the fallback girl. I'm not the one riding for you and you get to sleep with me. Like, what? Put a price on it. We give our assets out for free. We give it out. We don't put no charge on it. And what I'm saying is work. I need you to get down on one knee. I need you to come and do some stuff at my house to make me happy. I need you to prove to me you love me. And that's what that's going to do. Do you realize how Jacob worked for Rachel in the Bible? This man will work, but we don't put him to work because we too insecure. We too weak-minded, thinking that they going to go get other women. Them women too easy. They don't pose a challenge for them. They get bored. And they waiting for somebody to stand out enough to say they are wife material. We love to blame the men, but sometimes we're at fault because we don't give them any reason to want to get out on one knee. They don't even have a reason to, because they getting all the goodies for free. And I know how he rolls. He's an attractive guy. And when he got it going on, he really can get some women. And so I'm like, no, I don't want to be caught up in that. I already know he done had women slicing his tires. He done had women doing all kind of stuff. So I'm like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be different. I'm not playing that game, because what we do is we give them all the power. We give them our bodies. We give them our heart, and we cuss them out for playing with it. He already told you he wasn't ready for a commitment. But we just gonna have sex until I get through this. No, you better go find somebody else to screw. Find somebody else to have sex with while you go through this. There are other ways to show people you love them besides being in the bed with them, because when you do get married, sex is it's important, trust me, but it's only a portion of the relationship. What about I'm committed to you in the long run? I'm loyal when you're down. When you're sick, I got you. But I want to keep hold to my values, because God has shown me, don't keep making the same mistakes. And then you make him feel like he's God because he can get it when he wants to. No, you ain't about to slide through. Because if you my man, you going to stay. I know you here. My husband stayed. When we had sex, he rolled over in our bed. He didn't get up and go. He didn't get up and leave. And I got to wonder, is he creeping when he's not there with me? Like all of that doubt, I don't have to deal with that. Now, yes, there are times when I want somebody to hold me. But trust me, I don't want any old trashy nigga in my bed. I'm just keeping it real. And excuse me the language, but I just don't. I deserve more. And sometimes you got to cry and deny yourself while you say I'm worth more. Because nobody else is going to look at you and say you're worth more except your dad. My dad made me feel really special. And I'm waiting for a man. Now, her dad has a lot of potential, but he's not used to me holding my ground like that. And it has nothing to do with his status. It has nothing to do with what he's going through economically. I just want more. I just want him to understand that I value family. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody who comes home to me and forget the streets. Because there ain't nothing out there. But see, he's in a space where he's learning. He's learning some lessons. And he's got to go through those lessons. And I can't rescue him from the lesson. You know what I'm saying? I can't make his lesson be easy, because when he had money, he could get any female. But now that it's rough, they ain't checking for him. They ain't gonna check for him the same way. And that's what I want him to see. Like, I got you. I just don't have you in the bedroom. And I told him that. I said, I just don't have you. So I thought you said you were gonna hold me down. I'm holding you down, just not sex. And see, what men want to tell us is that they respect us more when we say no, but they want it. So they ain't going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. But you got men on the internet like Tony Gaskins with a ministry, and he's helping women. He said, keep your legs closed. And see, I remember, when you open your legs, you prolong your blessing. Because they get, let me tell you, God gets busy blessing you when you obey him. And he has answered so many of my prayers. But I have to obey him. And it is hard, because I want to see what happens is when you're sexually active before marriage, it's like you fast forward intimacy. You really pretending, you don't really build it. It's falsified. It's a virtual reality. You know what I'm saying? It's a counterfeit intimacy. Because intimacy is, you're into me, I'm into you. You can see into me, I can see into you. We talk, we love each other through good and bad times. We talk, you're my best friend. That's what intimacy is. I love you when you're angry. I love you when you're easy to love and when you're not. So that's what you have to build. But the bedroom, that's not intimacy. And that's why men are hopping from bed to bed and women are hopping from bed to bed, because they're looking for that, but they're not taking the time out to build it, because they're using their sexual parts to build it. And that's only a part of it. So it's lust. It's not love. And so I'm trying to show him what love looks like. You know what I'm saying? What love really means, what it is. You know, the biblical version of love. Love is patient. Love is kind. It's long-suffering. It suffers long. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? It goes through some stuff with you. That's what love is. And see, that's what I try to show him. Okay, you may not think I love you, but I do. I just love me more. And so if you don't love yourself, people can't love you. They only love you to the degree you love yourself. And that's what people are not getting. So that relationship part starts with you. You got to love you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show people why you're worthy of respect. You got to respect you. And people will follow suit. But if you're sleazy, people gonna follow suit, because it's up to you to determine how you get treated. And so we're getting treated bad because we act bad. When we treat ourselves well, people do so too. You understand? And so I just wanted to give you a nugget and just kind of be, transparent about a situation. And I'm gonna update y'all when it happens for me, when I actually get what I want. You know what I mean? Like, right now, in the situation he's in, I'm loving him in a way nobody else is. Because you can get sex anywhere. But I'm pretty sure he wants it with me. I'm safe. He knows me. We got a history. But no. Anything people don't have to work for, they don't value. Remember that. I just want to leave y'all with that. Anything people don't work for, they don't value it. And I'm trying to show him also what you messed up on. When he did have it easy, he took it for granted. So now he got to work for it. That's how it was in the garden. We had it easy. Adam and Eve sinned. Now we got to work to eat. God bless America. Now we got to work to eat. So I just advise women to, it takes time. If you're used to busting it open and being out there, it's going to take time. But don't let it take a lot of Heartbreak Hotel. Don't live in Heartbreak Hotel. Don't get a room there and stay in it. You know what I'm saying? Because that feeling is short-lived. But that heartbreak, it lasts long. And you don't want to put yourself in that predicament. You want the grace of God to cover you, to carry you through. So those hard lessons you've learned, use it. Use it for your advantage. And don't keep making the same mistakes. Because we're not getting no younger. No matter how good it looks. We already know what's on the other side of that. Some pain, some disappointment. Because you can't keep telling somebody, you need to love me right. You need to stop cheating on me. Now you need to stop letting them. Come on now. You're not a victim. Stop letting them. I know if I sleep with this man, what he's capable of. Because I've been there. So why would I put myself back in that position? You know what I'm saying? When he's telling me I'm not ready for a relationship because I got so much going on. Well, I'm not ready to have sex. Because I got so much going on. And we're too scared to tell them no. But they ain't scared to tell us no. So I want you to understand that, all right? So make a friend, though. Make a friend. Let me tell you something about marriage. If you're looking to get married, you need to make sure that you're cognizant of the fact that marriage is two people coming together to share God's blessing who are friends. If that person's not your friend and you haven't built that, don't do it. Because the friendship will last long even when you can't stand them as your husband. You understand? This has been T. Shantae. Let me know how you think, how you feel. Follow me on Spotify. Until next time, be blessed.